It's like.
So, this is our 2015 Crew Max Toyota Tundra 5.7 liters engine V8, and we are trying to put a custom TV in our truck, but we're gonna put a power inverter and run the cables, and I'm gonna show you. So the materials that we used was this booster cables, surge protected, 1500 amps, 1 gauge, 25 feet jumpers cable. So it's regular jumper cable with a higher amplitude to it. And then to cover the wires, we use these tubes right here. So any sharp edges cut the wires. So it's right here. We bought a supposedly 25 feet, but it didn't come as 25 feet. We also bought this varieties of clips here, as you can see here, just so you can neatly solder the wires. We also bought this ones, and then we bought a circuit breaker, 300 amps circuit breaker, and then some power inverter switches so I turn it off and turn it on. We also bought this plugs to put inside the truck on the center console. And then since we're putting the computer in, or slash laptop, and I'll show you guys later that process, we bought this HDMI port, and then 2 USBs plus a auxiliary port to also put in the center console, and then the other sides will be plugged into the computer. And then we also bought this plugs too for the aux, just to extend the cable. And then we bought this one right here, which is 2 USB ports for the front console of the car. So my mama has ports to charge her technology stuff, and then these are our cables to set up this plug right here. So we have to take right here. There's some clips here. Just pop them out. Careful so you don't break it. There's some clips here. You gotta take this one out too. There's a screw right here. As you can see right here. Just unscrew it. Leave it right here, and then this one comes out just like that. And then just make sure you put back the real screw so you don't lose it, or after you take the carpet out. Just put it right here. So now there's a clip right here, and then one right here, one right here, and one right here. And then there's some velcros, one here, and then one here, and then one down here. So let's take these clips off first. Okay, now you go here, under here, and then take the velcro right there. Here. So the cables coming from the power inverter right here in the back, black. This is the red one goes right here, and the black goes from the other side, because it's better so the cable is there's not too much tension on the cable. And that's important, because if there's too much tension on the cable, the copper wires inside might break, and you have a the current inside the wire will be weaker. So make sure there's no tension on the wire is not bent in any way. So here the wires come here, and then this black wire here is for the tailgate plug, and I'll show you guys later. And this will also be connecting this wire in the power inverter. The same thing as the blue wire right here. We are thinking about putting some lights under the truck and on the bed, and we'll extend this wire to the power inverter right here. So we fed the wire from the power inverter under the driver's seat because we thought there was more space and would be better since the power inverter will be right here. So we fed it from the inside to the bottom of the truck. And right here, as you can see, we have some silicone glue. So, and we put it all around. And there's, before, I'm explaining this already done, but before the glue was here and everything was out, there's a little rubber compartment, like a rubber circle right here, because it was a hole here and there was no cable coming coming from the hole. So there was just a little rubber cap right here. So we cut the little cap, the center of the cap, and then fed the wires through it. And we also put this plastic over so that the carpet won't be glue on it, or this foam right here. And we also put the glue so it will be an extra security for the wires not to be cut if that rubber would be to come out. And then we also put this clip right here so the wires will be nicely neat, like one stacked to each other. And to take this out right here, it's a little tricky. So this screw right here, you unscrew it, right? You unscrew it, but don't push it back in because it will clip it back together and you have to unscrew it. So when you are unscrewing it, give a little tension from the back of the foam, so you'll be unscrewing it and pulling towards you. The same thing for this one. So right now I'll show you guys under the truck how we fed the wires and where you're gonna see the hole. All right, so let's see if I can. All right, so the hole is right there. So if I can get a better angle right here. The hole is right there where we fed the wires, and so we're looking for a way that it's not close to the exhaust system, the exhaust pipe, because if you get too close, there's a possibility that the wire would melt and messed up all your electrical system. So instead we decided to put the wires from that hole. So the hole is about right here, and we fed the wires through here, and you can see over there. So if I can focus my camera. So the wires are coming from right there, and sorry for my shaky hand. The wire is coming from right there, and this is the cable. So this is just from the truck, but the wires that we put it is from right there, and then this is the blue one. And we're not ready to put the lights on the truck yet, so we just tied the blue cord here. But the electrical cables are going from the firewall up to where the battery is, and I'll explain it to you guys when I get up there in the engine bay. And then we use some it's very important to use zip ties so the wires are not dangling all around and rubbing on anything. So it's very important to put a lot of zip ties on good mounting points. So right here we put zip ties right here, so there's a little gap there, and then we put some zip ties there too so I could secure the wires. My dad was under here and he was all mounting all the wires, and let's see if I can find the wires that is going to be going for the tailgate plug. So he mounted the wires right here, as you can see. It's a very nice place to mount wires because nothing is getting hot or nothing movable is touching. So the wire right here, and this wire runs all the way down to the tailgate. So it goes from the chassis right here all the way down. This is a very good place to put this wire because nothing hot is getting on it, nothing movable, nothing. It's not getting any tension on it, and it's very nice straight. So the wire goes all the way down there, as you guys can see. So here is a plug that we mounted, a power plug. It's very nice because it has a little cap on it so water doesn't get in or anything. And one thing that we were thinking about is like, if we put the plug outside the bumper and someone sees it and wanted to steal our electricity, that's why we have a circuit breaker so the power doesn't come here when the truck is off. So that's a very nice idea to put on so people doesn't come in and steal your electricity. So I'll show you guys how we mount it here on the truck.
It's a 120 outlet.
It's a 120 outlet. And it's a good idea for you guys to take your time and figure out the best voltage for your plugs, so you just don't buy any plug and later on it doesn't work for your device. So for this plug, you can plug it in hair dryer, microwave, just anything, just most of your stuff in your house. Okay, so here on the truck, this is the mount that we cut, or the place that we mounted, and here the cable runs right here. So what smart thing that my dad did was he did not cut the cable, but he split the cable right. So let's say he split the cable right here, and he separated the wires, the black and the white, and from there he stripped the wires, not cutting them through, but he stripped the wires and just put on the plug. So that was a great thing because since we're using another one on the inside of the bed, you didn't have to be adding more wires or just sealing more wires. So there's more so like your wires will be more stronger, so there's not be too much cutting or stripping. And then the wires goes from over the step to over here. From the other side, I'll show you guys over there. And then it goes from here and then it comes out right here. And I was saying, zip ties is a very good thing because all the wires are secure. There's not moving around or anything. Okay, so I secured this wire right here. So I passed it over the bumper right there on that hole right here, this hole right here, and then another zip tie here, and then it'll be going inside the bed. And as you can see, the wire is not being smashed or there's no tension on it. So, and we had to take the light out just to make sure nothing was messing or damaging the wire. So to take this out, forgive me the mess here in my truck, on my dad's truck, but there's this hexi head screw right here, and then there's another one right here. So when you take this out, right, this side is gonna be loose, this side. So, and there's two clips right here. There's one clip here and one clip here. So when you're taking this out, put your hand right here. So this guy's gonna be loose, so put your hand right here, and with something you ply it right here. So because there's a lot of tension on this clip is right here, so push that out and then it'll just pop out. You're gonna put in like a lot of force on this right here, so make sure you don't break your rear lights or damage your paint in your truck. So here the wire is coming. The wire is coming from the bottom of the truck over here, and here's the other plug. Very nice, right? And then we put two zip ties right here to secure the cable, which is here on the back. if you guys can see it right there on the back. And we didn't cut the wire, just all the rest of the wire is stuck there. So if we have to use it some way, take this out to, I don't know, to extend the cable. We don't have to be cutting anything. So very nice right there. Both cables that from the inverter, from the inside, it's coming out from the engine bay firewall right there. You can't see it, but yeah, from under the truck. So it's coming from under here, the brake cylinders, and it's coming from right here. So this is another thing, like I said before, there's nothing hot gonna be, nothing that's gonna be heating over here, nothing really that's movable, so you don't damage your cables. And our breaker is gonna be right here. Breaker's gonna be right here, so the cables are connected.
Before the battery, yeah?
Yeah, before the battery. It has to be before the battery. And then after we plug it in here, we set up the breaker here. The cables are gonna be in the battery poles. So now we're gonna
mount the
circuit breaker
right here,
and it's gonna be right there. And we chose there because when you put the hood back down, this right here, it doesn't touch the circuit breaker. Okay, so here it's gonna be right here, the breaker, and we're gonna mount the red here, and we have to add more of the black cable because that's where we cut it wrong. We measured wrong here.
Yeah.
So in order to put the two cables together, we're gonna use a bolt and a nut. So you just put it right here. Put it right here. I'm sure there's other ways to do this, but we found this is the best way to put both cables together. We could have soldered both wires together, but found this the best and efficient way to do it. There we go. And then this cable right here, this is the black cable. It's gonna be on the negative side, and then the other one that we made it, it's gonna be on the positive side, and we're gonna show you guys how we did that process.
Please forgive me if I mess up, knowing that you watching so much pressure. Still got a thing, I'll never let up. So every day when I see the sun come up, I'ma say, let's get it done. Every day proving that I'm still your son. If you hear me and you're with me.
So a key thing is, when you're tightening the bolt right there, make sure the cable is straight with each other. See, it's not crooked or it's on any angle. Make sure it's straight. Again, we chose to join the black cable right here because its ground is not positive, so there's not too much trouble with the ground. But if it was the red cable, you were gonna have to really make sure to cut the right size and just measure all where you're gonna lay out the cable. Just to make sure the cable was on the right length, so you don't have no hiccups along the way. Just for extra security, we're just gonna wrap it around with electrical tape.
Tell me that you never let me down, cause you're my final breath before I drown. I'm drowning, lost in this world with these waves all around me. Deep in the darkness where it's heartless, I don't know if I can make it, I'll be honest. And I'm faded, trapped and I feel like it ain't no escape. 'cause you're my final breath before I drown. You're my last resort when it's too late. The only one who takes my pain away. So tell me that you never let me down. Come save me, 'cause I've been in.
So now we're gonna put on the breaker, and so when you put on the breaker, make sure that you put on the right side. So if it's the same breaker here that we have, it's the power inverter goes to the side that has the LED light, and the other side it goes to the battery. So it also makes sense because if you cannot put the letters upside down. So another way that you can see is like if the words are upside down, it's the wrong way, and if they're on the right side, if you can read them, they are right way. And if you don't put them on the right side, your power inverter won't work. So that's just the point of putting on the right position, right side. So this side right here is the one that's going to the inverter that we're putting right now. And then this side right here, it will be going to the battery.
Yeah.
And then these are the screws that we're using to put on to fix the mount the breaker on the fender. Then this one, it comes already on the breaker, so we can mount the wires. And also don't forget to put washers on the screws for the breaker, for the mounting points.
Tell me that you never let me down.
And then again, we're just wrapping the points that we mounted the cables with electrical tape, just for a security, so there's no short on the electrical system.
I tried living apart from God. At times I was feeling so far from God. My faith in his people done left me scarred. The hatred and hurt was so bizarre. I thought that they would always ride for me. I cried but nobody replied to me.
Just to make sure, this side that we're putting right now, that's the battery. This is positive. From the breaker to the battery.
I questioned the truth inside of me, and right about then is when the devil had lied to me. Like, hold up, God.
Just a recap. The power inverter, the red cable right there, that one, coming from the power inverter to the breaker, and from the breaker, another red cable to the battery, right here. And only red cables on the breaker. The black cable goes straight to the negative side on the battery.
You don't ever show up. All those people acting like they know you. Tell you that you do it for.
And then we're just doing the same thing as we did to the other side, just wrapping it around with electrical tape.
Money, fame, power, trying to blow up. Why you playing games? Time to grow up. You been reading Bibles and leading studies and helping your little buddies, but tell me what it's really doing for you. They gon' still tell you you're faking, phony, consuming your every motive. So what's the point in trying to keep it loyal? Said you have faith, you're starting to race fake. Can't even take dates, you hoping to save faith. Trying to go mainstream in order to reach folk. Ain't nobody rocking with you, especially these folk. I lost it while I'm drinking liquor in my closet. I used to pray and hit, but now I'm saucy. I'm losing money, I'm a lost prophet. I'm making bad decisions every time I get exhausted. Lord, I don't even really know the real me now. Demons got me tripping, trying to kill me now. Sitting trying to figure who can help me get delivered. Send an angel in an Uber, come and heal me.
2 bolts here to mount, one here and then one here, and then the one right there and here is for the cables. And then just this cable right here, it will go to the positive of the battery.